Hey YouTubers, it is week 36. The last vlog I did, the last vlog I did, I was updating you guys real quick on my hospital visit. So if you didn't watch that, I will recap you real quick. Last Friday night, and today is Tuesday, so last Friday night, we went into the hospital for some minor contractions. Well, they really weren't minor contractions. They were like real contractions, and they were no more than 5 minutes apart. And so we went there, and they hooked me up, and they said it's probably just from dehydration. We'll give you some fluids. Hopefully that'll stop your uterus from contracting. So they gave me 1 bag of fluid, and they checked me, and they said I was 1 centimeter dilated and 50% effaced. So then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I start a second bag of fluid, and my contractions were every minute to 2 minutes apart, like regular contractions. It was actually scary because I really thought I was in labor. And it was actually after they gave me the bag of fluid, so I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, oh my God, it can't be dehydration because they would have pretty much stalled out, or they wouldn't be this regular. So, sorry, you hear my dog in the background. So anyway, they're like, alright, we're going to give you a shot, and I don't know what the stuff is called, but they gave me the shot, and they pretty much stopped my contractions for the half hour that it worked, and then my contractions picked back up again. But because when they checked me again, I didn't dilate anymore, they sent me home, and they said, if you're still having the contractions in the morning and through the night, come back and we'll check you again. So needless to say, I was up all night with these contractions, and I went back the next morning, and that's when I told you guys I would update you. And it's been like a much needed update now because I'm still here and still pregnant. So anyway, I went back, and my doctor was there, and she was waiting for me, and they put me on the monitor, and my uterus at that time, I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody before, but when you know you're having contractions and all of a sudden it's not on the monitor, it like really kind of pissed me off. But she's like, well, it's very irritable, but you're not contracting like you were last night, because that Friday night, if I had dilated more, they were gonna do the C-section and just take the baby out. So she's like, let me check you. So she checked me, and I hadn't dilated anymore, and she said, you're just gonna obviously be contracting like this, and she said it's normal, especially with breech babies, because of how much pressure their butt puts down on your cervix. It will cause you to contract more than what a regular head down position would do. So she just said take it easy, and my appointment was yesterday with them anyway, so she's like, we'll see you Monday. So okay, so that happened, and Monday I went into the doctor, and they did a stress test on me and the baby, and they did my Group B strep test, Group B strep test, and they checked me again. Well, my stress test, I was still contracting every 3 minutes, I think. She was like, oh, you know, the baby's moving a lot, but you're really contracting still. And I'm like, I know, this is what I've been trying to tell you. So she's like, all right, let's check you and see what's going on. So she checked me again, and she said that I dilated like a ½ centimeter, so it wasn't anything for her to be concerned about. She said that if I would have went in Monday and was like at a 3 or 4, she would have been like, oh, you know, but it wasn't really any big change. So pretty much my uterus is just contracting like crazy, and there's nothing I can do about it. So they did set up my C-section for September 1st, which she said is not even a big deal because I'm going to go way before that anyway. But I don't know if anybody's had experience with scheduling C-sections where only certain days your doctor's office is doing scheduling C-sections, and then they have to make sure there's 2 doctors and yada yada yada. So it would have been like the week before that, but of all of the scheduling situations at the hospital, they had to do it on the 1st. They were actually going to make me wait until I was 40 weeks because that's how bad the scheduling was. So I'm like, there's no way I'm waiting to 40 weeks. You guys are scheduling me as soon as possible. So I'll be, let me think. I'll be like 39 weeks and some odd days when September 1st comes around. So, which is fine with me because I know I'm going to go before that. If I'm already 36 weeks and I'm dilating and I'm having contractions still, there's just no way that I'll make it that far. I just know it. I was early with my son, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be early with this one too. So yes, that is everything that has happened since Friday. It's been a very busy weekend. Let's see, pretty much the only stuff I have to do now is just wash some more of the baby's clothes, and we have to set up the swing still, but we're trying to find a home for my cat. I can't find him a home, so if anybody's looking for a 2-year-old cat, he's so lovable, I can't keep him with the baby. It's going to be too much. I have the dog, I have a 7-year-old, I have the baby coming. I can't just keep the cat too. And number one, it's more money a month to put out for food and veterinarian bills, and number two, it's just, like, I know from experience that with my son, oh my gosh, he's screaming at the dog, I'm sorry. With my son I have now, we had a cat, where we had a cat, and they had kittens, and the mom cat got, like, really possessive when Patrick was born, and we had to get rid of her. So I'm just nervous that there's going to be, like, some of that possession going on with the cat again. So, I don't know, guys. That's really about it for this week. You know, I'll definitely, if something happens, you can always find it on my Facebook page. That is the first place that I update. And that's just because it's easier to update on there than to do a video and then post it on YouTube. But, so yeah, check out my my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/SMM2585. And, yeah. Everybody else, have a good week. See you later.